I normally looking to get more farm and some pimped out Doom items for Universe. Apparently,
Cruella Devour. Yeah, Universe does love his Disney references.
Okay, he's probably just tell. He's
Cruella? Cruella is from
Cruella Deville from 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, the Dalmatian movie.
He's probably just telling PPD like, pick me Doom so I can show off my latest
swag items.
Yeah, my latest cosmetics.
Yeah. See, the problem is though, he never knows if we're gonna show them. All right, let's get underway, guys. EG versus EHome. Huge match for EHome. Slightly less important match for EG, but still one they want to win. And on the Radiant side, AUI gonna lock horns with Ohio off the bat. They're coming in hot. EHome wanting to engage. Okay, we'll do EHome since they're going to back off. We've got Ohio on your Bat Rider, Inflame on the Wraith King. Expect that early Midas if he can get it. DDC, now the drafter on the Skywrath. Mushi, going mid as his iconic Shadow Fiend, and it'll leave ZYF on the Anti-Mage. As for the Radiant squad, you've got Universe. Offlane is the Doom. Heading that way to support him will be PPD. Mr. Salt himself on the Abaddon. AUI 2000, Boots First Lion, Sumail, the Wonder Kid on the Queen of Pain mid, and that leaves the old man playing the troll in the safe lane.
The bearded old man.
Yes, he is looking quite bearded lately.
EHome don't want to let EG get both runes here. They're swinging a lot of heroes to this top lane, and
the Bat Rider's trying to sneak into the jungle, or maybe even grab this rune from behind, but unable to do so.
He's gonna pull the creep wave right now, I guess, if he wants to.
This Firefly is going to wear off fairly soon.
So it'll be Dolins? No, PPD is moving back to bottom. So Doom will be offlaning alone, so it'll be a safe lane with Abaddon and Lion here, protecting the Troll Warlord. I guess Ohio's gonna try and pull the wave over, like he always does this on the offlane when he finds a chance to get an easy level 2.
Yeah, AUI shouldn't be there in time to stop him.
Yeah, that one of those heroes that once you get your level 2, level 3, you can easily go jungle.
Alright. So overall thoughts before the game really gets underway, guys? Predictions based on the draft? Do you favor either team here?
I don't know. I feel like both teams have some comfort picks as well as some kind of picks that seemed hard to fit in. For EHome, it's kind of greedy with Shadow Fiend Anti-Mage. For EG, the Abaddon, just in the laning stage, I feel like he's not going to be able to offer too much for EG.
So if you had to pick a team, do you have a choice? Or?
I think EG.
Okay. How about you, Winter?
I think both drafts have very key points, and it'll come down to execution of who makes the better decisions, and EG would probably look to try and end the game before EHome, but when he goes to the game, they still have a chance with like Doom at some point getting a refresher and stuff like that, and Troll will be really strong late game as well. So I think both sides have quite an even draft, and it will just come down to execution and decision making during the game.
Alright, so afraid to make a choice, I see. That's okay.
Screw you.
Called out.
Screw you.
Come on, Winter. You got
EHome. Okay, Mushi's gonna win. Okay, happy?
Alright,
happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. You made a choice.
Rooting for your SCA.
AUI, though, he's got to be careful here. Slightly slow to turn under the tower with the sticky napalm, and costs him a lot. He gets a ton of harass in Ohio, and with the lane pushed, it's a pretty good time for Ohio to go heal.
Universe has already kind of backed off that offlane too now. He's decided that the jungle is going to be where he can secure his safest map. That Rider may just end up doing the same thing as well.
Yeah, of course the Bat going to be quite a bit faster in the woods though, unless Universe gets a really nice creep here. He does get the Quelling Blade. We may see some choke point jungling.
Yeah, Mushi is actually wrecking the quad enemy.
He had help from the Skywrath.
Oh yeah, the Skywrath came, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Which obviously is having a big impact in this lane. 9-3 already. And the one issue for EG is they can't really pressure Shadow Fiend that well. Maybe if the Lion comes in when the Queen of Pain hits level 6. But for now, Mushi's going to get his free farm. And the Anti-Mage also free farming.
So we're going for 2 points in Shadow Strike as well, so...
You go this build, you really want to win the lane, but he's just not going to be able to, it looks like.
And Mushi already going to have decent levels, and the Skywrath continuing to pester around the mid lane as well. Mushi actually decided to go just back to pick up his bottle, and or even maybe bottle Crow with no rune spawning for some time. But yeah, I feel like already Shadow Fiend getting like level 4, close to level 5. He's going to do just fine, and this 2 points in Shadow Strike is not going to really accomplish too much.
PPD is already here just in case Sumail needs any help. Quap as a hero though, if you don't win your lane, it affects a lot of the game later on. You can't really snowball so hard, and a hero that doesn't scale super well, even with the change on the Sonic Wave, she's still a hero that requires you to have a little of advantage, at least from the early game. At least from the laning phase itself.
They do have heroes that will make her stronger to some extent. The Troll, potentially an Aura from the Doom, but ultimately there's a lot of other heroes they could be running mid. Even maybe that TA, for example, which will scale better if it's just a farm more.
It's also just the fact, as mentioned earlier, like you can't really gank the mid with the Abaddon. Abaddon PPD was just sitting there in the trees trying to remain hidden in case there was some kind of aggression on Sumail, but
here comes the smoke gank. Rotation onto mid.
Okay.
This could definitely work. They might actually find PPD if he walks down this ramp.
He has a TP. Just in case they bang me.
Yeah. That's true. It could end up working out well.
They're waiting for the rune timing.
Bottom tower is
I think they know that Sumail's likely to go for the top 4-minute rune, and they're going to be on the high ground and have the advantage there.
Mushi even heading there like he wants to grab it already. PPD, the one who's engaged on, is he going to TP out in time here? He doesn't. He kind of hesitates a bit, and now it's too late even if he tries.
Oh.
He's actually already casting the shield. And an awkward time for yet another pause. Apparently the hotkeys still messed up.
So PPD is going to try to deny himself, but that's going to come down to the timing there.
I guess he's got a little more time to think about it now.
Yeah. I think it just comes down to whether the arcane bolt kills him off or not.
Look at this.
What are you looking at? Whoa.
Troll Warlord skill build.
Huh. Does this help you jungle faster?
Indeed, I guess.
Rather than maxing the axes?
But if you have the axes, you deal damage to creeps as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of talked a bit about like Lion taking over the lane if you ran like a safe lane Doom and went to the jungle. It may just be a similar thing with the Troll later on.
So, does he get like a Vlad's here? Not normally a Troll item.
I think it's a casual Mask of Death is normally enough. With the attack speed you get, just having a Mask of Death on its own is normally like a value item you can pick up.
Yeah, so if they do that, then Troll in the jungle, Lion in the bottom lane. The only hero who's not sitting AFK farming is the Baden.
It's PPD, he doesn't need farm.
Yeah,
Relax.
but it gives the map a lot of space for EHome. The Shadow Fiend can be cleanly farming his stacks, anti-mage free farming top lane. Is that even a worthwhile trade? There's just no pressure on these heroes. You've already 30 CS on anti-mage, getting the points and stats, going straight for a Battle Fury.
9, 10 minute, 11 minute battle.
Yeah, this is...
Free farm AM.
Are they going to have the tools to shut him down? I guess that's... The Lion Blink is the tool. Without that, they have nothing.
It seems like it's gonna be a very rough mid-game for EG. Even though they have Doom, which would really scale super strong late game against the AM once you get the Acceptor. But still, AM's gonna peak at a very early stage in the game before everyone else.
And Quap is not snowballing, so it won't be Quap that shuts him down. Certainly not alone.
Troll, the man fighter.
It's just not easy to catch an anti-mage, though. I mean, maybe we see that Blink build and you get lucky with a bash, but you can't build your game plan around that.
Yeah, I feel like EG are going to have a lot of farm on Troll, but both Queen of Pain and Doom are going to be kind of somewhat playing from behind.
I'm actually gonna be more curious on what EG is gonna do to compensate of giving away the free farm to the AM. Are they gonna just... Obviously, there's gonna be a Midas on the Doom, that's one. Who else is actually gonna build a Midas? Are they actually gonna get another Midas on the Troll? Or they're just gonna get a Mask of Death? And we saw maybe the other day on the Troll, he got Mask of Madness and Yasha with Midas, just so that he can farm super fast in the game.
But that was also against like a more of a 5-man lineup, I believe. They were playing against a team with a Medusa and some other strong team fighters, and they just wanted to like rat the game until the late game.
EHome as anti-mage and
EHome can easily match any split push EG provides, so I don't know if they can go that route, Winter.
Well,
this actually looks quite good for EHome, I have to say. Although it is early and just one good rotation can quickly change it. As
Queen of Pain, one moment. ... PPD knows the ...
Alright, team's ready to go.
He is a master of the ...
That's the
good old Peter.
saltiest move there is in the book.
The king of salt.
Give me a kill. Multi second stun so he doesn't get the miscall tonight. First blood goes to the Wraith King. And he talked about Inflame liking that Midas rush him while with first blood.
The stack.
I think you definitely go Midas if you're Inflame here.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Who's going to get the gold here?
I think Lion got 2 of those with an Impale.
Still the Bat Rider getting all kinds of experience, and he'll still be pretty happy with this. Even getting the last hit on the Dark Troll Warlord now. Ohio's been a nuisance here in the off lane. Mid lane, there's a blink in from the Queen of Pain, trying to go into Mushi, but has to be careful about these raises. Gets a quick double raise in the rear. Not really a nice trade for him.
But when you hit your raise, there's an icon on the battlefield.
Is there?
Okay, maybe I'm seeing things.
I'm not. Maybe there is.
Oh, okay.
You get an icon if you hit a 3 raise? It's only with the Arcana, or? Okay. So Wepis is telling us that if you hit the 3 raises, it's only with the Arcana then you get the special icon.
The more you know.
Okay, interesting. Us poor people don't have the Arcana though, sadly.
Yeah, we don't get paid well enough here at BTS.
Here comes Inflame, getting ready to set up a kill here from Mushi.
Sumail.
PPD has to be at the right place at the right time here.
It's just an awkward Queen of Pain game. Like, where's Sumail's ganking partner? It's only really the Lion, I feel.
Troll.
Yeah.
Better trance.
I think it feels like one of the ways EG are looking to compensate for the activate free time is getting AUI a fast level 6 so you can get the Finger of Death and instantly get a kill off of that.
He's not going to get a fast level 6.
While this is happening, there's a nice solo kill mid. Well, not solo kill, actually. They send in the Abaddon, but the bulk of the heavy lifting are done by Sumail. The trade will be AUI, it seems. He's trapped out in Firefly. There's a rotation coming from your Doom. Can he actually make it out? Ohio slowed down a bit by the Hex, but he turns. And in doing so, it'll cost him his life. They may even go for Universe if the Scorched Earth, whereas oftentimes he slashes down Ohio.
Dire's bottom tower
That
is
crit
under
lord.
attack.
And also that, yeah, that's basically a ranged attack that he brought to the table there.
Okay. That's a big pickup for Universe. He wants to get his Midas up as soon as possible, I imagine, on the Doom and
much needed kills for them.
Fear, we still have not
Dire's
seen what
bottom
is he
tower
actually going
is
to go
under
for. He
attack.
finishes his phase boost. Doesn't have a Master of Death yet, so that he can start jungling, probably because Doom is actually
Dire's
occupying the
structures are
jungle at the moment.
fortified. Dire's bottom tower
But we'll
is
see
under
what he
attack.
actually goes for here. It will be deciding a lot of the game, whether if he wants to go for Midas. Sumail.
Roshi and Sumail going toe-to-toe. He sticks up, but he's not going to get the kill. Oh, Sumail, he just got done getting ahead, and now he gives it right back to Mushi.
the crazy thing was Anti-Mage was rotating mid for that even. He was like,
He's like, we're not losing our Shadow Fiend for nothing again.
he picked up the Perseverance and then saw that there was a fight going on mid and was like, okay, I'll come help. I can get a KS with a Mana Void or something. And this Anti-Mage almost has Battle Fury, just needs the Claymore.
It's like a 10-minute Battle Fury. I don't see them ganking him before he gets this.
Yeah, the Doom is not up yet. A Lion with a Hex initiation potentially, but those two heroes just aren't ready to gank. Doom is better off probably farming up his Midas. Lion's better off just getting his level 6 first.
Both teams just very contented in being passive with their heroes.
Yeah, EHome are getting a bit more out of this offlane now. As the Bat Rider's been primarily off in the jungle. We're gonna have a contest for this top rune. Ohio looking for the initiation onto Sumail, but does not actually have mana for a lasso. He's just flying high over him, but with the silence from the Skywrath, he brings him low. PPD gonna drop here, and CYF the one to get the last hit. A big kill, and with that, it may even be a 9-minute Battle Fury. This is going to be extremely difficult to deal with for EG.
I feel like just it's weird because I think EG's plan was, okay, we have this Abaddon who's kind of supporting the mid lane. AUI is kind of meant to play that farming support, but
lane, there's a jump in, and a Queen of Pain will use to secure the kill. Mushi, it's been a back and forth battle
two Sonic Waves
in
to
this
kill.
lane.
It feels like for EG, like, if you compare AUI's Lion to like some of the better Lion plays in this tournament, Lion's often having really high impact on the
Yeah.
Now the jump on Fear. They have a lasso on line. Inflame is pretty low. Fear gonna get caught out. Gets the bash on Inflame. It's almost enough for the kill, but not quite. None of these EG cores having an easy time. The only hero that's being left completely unchecked is the Anti-Mage right now.
How about the Doom?
Decent time.
He's being left alone.
Look at his net worth, it's actually more than the Queen of Pain.
That's... I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm not sure how to feel about that. It's good that the Doom's farming, but your Queen of Pain gets the 2 kills mid, but still not on any kind of hot pace overall. And Shadow Fiend's a comeback hero. This is a hero that gets shut down in lane, can still catch up very easily.
You know, I think probably the co-op this game, because of not having such a smooth start, he can actually adjust the item build to get a cheaper item, which is the axe, which pretty good against AM because of pure damage with your ultimate.
Lion is hunting in the dire jungle now, searching for a pick-off. He has a finger. I would ideally would just love to solo kill the Shadow Fiend. I believe can solo kill him as well if he gets eyeballs on him. AUI looking for these big plays. He's going in momentarily. It seems he really wants to, but he can't find the opening.
Yeah. He's going for the rune though.
Uh-oh. Can he find Mushi?
middle tower
TDC's
is
waiting,
under
and
attack.
Flames waiting. Oh, hello! Where you going, Lion? Come right back, my friend. Throws out the finger. Quick kill, though. It ends up working out. They couldn't get the silence in time.
Dire's
Universe
bottom
tried to
tower
do.
is under attack.
Anti-Mage is looking to join this one. I don't
Radiant's
know how much he
top
really
tower is
offers
under
here.
attack.
Mushi
Dire's
gonna
bottom
back off. The
tower
Anti-Mage
has
just kind of
fallen.
watching from the sideline. In Flame now. Chucking out a stun and backing off. So the Doom ends up being wasted. It looks like Mushi should survive with ease. So Winter, as far as Mushi goes, do you think we'll just see the mech build this game?
I don't think he wants to fight.
What would you go instead?
Farming items. Use Scepter is a very good farming item, mana regen. And it could help them probably try to... They can use it to disable the Abaddon when they are going in for kills, so could be useful.
Radiant's top tower
This is a
is
bold
under
move
attack.
by EG, straight into the Rosh pit. And with the Troll, this is pretty easy.
Camel Colony.
Dominator gets the blind if he needs it, not even
Radiant's top
has
tower
any
is
spell.
under attack.
Fervor, more than sufficient.
Does the blind work on Roshan?
I think so.
And the whirling axes? I'm not sure.
I thought so. We're asking Mr. K.
Roshan has fallen
It
to
just picked up.
Radiant.
Well, either way, not needed. He didn't even lose health there. How about the melee?
Radiant's middle
Okay.
tower is
So
under
it
attack.
does then, it sounds like. Oh, they don't. Okay. Okay. Mid lane, blinked in, Lasso on the Superman. And he's gonna go down. So they get the Aegis, but again, it comes at the cost of this quad. But meanwhile, top lane, the Lion, unable to really do much to defend this tower, it seems.
He's very close to the blink on the Lion. Very, very close.
Radiant's
As
top
far as
tower
Anti-Mage
is
is
under
concerned, he's
attack.
already where he needs to be. So it's like the blink on the Lion, potentially a blink on a Doom
Radiant's
that's
top
going to come when
tower has
Anti-Mage is
fallen.
already well and truly online, able to just farm all over the map, effectively just blink from camp to camp, and
He's
pull
just
probably well ahead of the Troll.
Finding him will be very difficult, and killing him is. He's gone for the stats build.
He's gonna
He's
buy...
got 900 health.
And Mushi is choosing to get a BKB.
Huh. That is not very actually, I think I did see Mushi do this the other day, but it's just not the...
I think he needs a farming item though. BKB doesn't help against the Doom, doesn't help against the Corp, Sonic Wave. Doesn't help
against the Troll either.
Yeah, good, only good versus the Lion, so...
And only if you get it off
And they are not
first.
looking to fight as well, they want to split push.
And if you want to fight, the mech is also quite good as an alternative. And not something that gets worse the longer the game
We
goes
just have
on.
to see how his item build plays out.
Going into the tower now, stun on the fear. Not going to bring in the anti-mage for this. He'll just be split pushing top.
Radiant's top
The
tower
Lion will
is
try to
under
slow him down.
attack.
He actually jumps on the Lion, but not a whole lot the Lion can do about that. Harassing him back, whatever possible. Now they get their last one to PPD. Pulling him back in. Mushi chucking out raises, but not finding the great opening. They're just trying to hold on here. Now the Lion rotates in. They're going to 5-man
Radiant's
mid.
top tower is
And
under
EHome
attack.
do their best to hang on.
The Lion is coming from behind us. Probably should be split pushing.
That's what I thought too. I'm surprised he's coming in. What? Top line, left top line. He should just be able to get a 3 tier 2.
Now this might be something that catches EG off guard though. They get the long range finger. Stun on the fear. He's quickly shielded up.
He's doing so much work in the fights with the shield.
Yeah, Anti-Mage is...
structures
Why is he going
are
back to the jungle? I
fortified.
feel like Anti-Mage really misplayed that. He
Dire's
should
middle
just be
tower
split
is
pushing.
under
He would have
attack.
dealt a lot of damage to the tower.
He probably would have
Dire's
taken the
middle
tower, honestly.
has fallen.
I think they thought because they had the reincarnation they could fight around it, but PPD shields and constant miscourse has kept everyone healed up and also just immediately dispelling those stuns.
That is the one issue with EHome. They do not really have a great tower defense. All they have is a Bat Rider Blink.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking they need someone to build like U Scepter, so when the Bat Rider goes in, like he was forced to lasso the Abaddon and he did nothing that fight. He wants to lasso the Troll, but the Abaddon is always nearby. So
Well, Troll also had Aegis is the other big problem.
Fear going Shadowblade. They're going to look to be hunting this anti-mage. I actually think this could be very devastating.
if they can use it to get a kill on anti-mage, one kill would be suffice. I feel. Oh, this is a huge miss move there. Anti-mage could have got a lot of damage done on the tier 2 at top, but instead he tried to defend, they lost the tier 1 middle. And he lost a lot of ground because of that. At least wasted a minute.
Mushi trapped out mid, he's farming on his own, there's no tier 1 gear, he's
Radiant's
way out
bottom
of
tower is
position.
under attack.
No backup for him, and he'll end up dropping.
Did you see what he bought?
Buys a San.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm...
Is this a game-losing Sanj
Dire's
Winter?
top tower is under attack.
SNY
Radiant's
because
bottom
you want
tower
HP
is
and
under
movement
attack.
speed against Doom.
This just seems odd.
If you want to fight, it feels like the mech or the BKB would be better. And if you want to split push, it feels like the Yules, I mean maybe even Shadowblade or...
Because if you can actually react to the Doom blinking in and like use him faster. Like that's obviously not a play you can rely on, but it gives you the movement speed, it gives you some survivability. It's I guess maybe not a build that Mushi's that comfortable with, as it's not something he really goes at all. But
And if you really don't want to, the other option if you don't want to fight
Radiant's
is you could
bottom
just get a
tower
Midas.
is under
Yeah, you
attack.
won't offer much, but this
Dire's
just
top
feels like a
tower
very
is under
awkward
attack.
middle ground that doesn't really achieve much.
I will share something with you about
Radiant's middle tower
He's
is
very
under
stubborn.
attack.
this, if there's no fights going on. Okay, should be no fights. He
Dire's
doesn't like to use
structures are fortified.
do stuff that other people does. Doesn't like to follow.
They might get a jump down between the pain though. Lasso gonna start things off. Sumail trapped by the Mystic Flare. That's a nice takedown. They get the 4v5 advantage if they want to bring the anti-mage. Currently pushing mid, he takes a tower. And this is really all EHome needs to do. Just fight pickoffs with Lasso, split push with anti-mage, and just keep on farming.
yeah, I feel like that's the big thing. Just don't bring in the. There's no need to bring in the anti-mage at this stage of the game.
He goes into the... He actually... Oh, DDC gonna get picked off here. Fear looking for a bit more. Highs in the tree line. He flame breaks the back just enough time for that blink to go down, then jumps away. They will Doom. Inflame has no ulti for 70. This should be the death of the Wraith. KD ends up dropping. Mushi could be next, though. He tries to go for a Requiem play, but he gets fingered. Held. And they may lose more. Mono Void cleans up the Lion, though. Perhaps they even pursue. This is a decent opening for the anti-mage,
Fear can turn it.
but he has to be
Fine.
careful about getting chained down.
Fear can turn
I'm
and
not
fight.
sure why Fear kept running. I guess PPD can easily TP out, but Fear had no mana, but if he just turns and fights, all he needs is one bash.
One bash.
One bash, anti-mage is dead.
Just saying it's actually better for us to no mana and fight again.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't cast the axes, but outside
More,
of that.
yeah, I think if he wanted to actually slow down the anti-mage to get multiple right clicks, if he started fighting anti-mage, anti-mage blinks away. But if you get the bash, it's a dead anti-mage. It was like a...
Or at
maybe-
the very least, he just runs anyway.
Yeah, it's like a 1 in like 5, 1 in 10 chance or something you maybe kill the anti-mage, but I'm not sure he needed to back off.
Desange did nothing there. It doesn't help keep him alive at all. He gets hexed, impaled, and he's still dead.
Yeah, I think Sanj was not a very effective choice by him. Use and anything else, like you name it, mech.
Yule's mech or BKB. Any of these, it feels
I would have
done
actually
well.
preferred the use, to be honest.
It's like the nice middle ground. It helps you farm. It's a
You
good
can-
defensive item. You can
can't
get solo
go-
kills.
You can't go wrong with that item on Shadowfield.
Yeah, it does feel that way right now. They do have a fat anti-mage, but a one core lineup is not going to fly against DG. You run just a farmed anti-mage against the Doom, Lion, Troll, Queen of Pain. At some point, Queen of Pain gets a hex. Troll will be able to bash lord you to death. If it comes to fights.
Sumail just got his Orchid, and Anti-Mage has Manta.
No, it is
That
a fat
is
anti-mage.
just not the timing you're after.
That thing.
Do you think he should have gone for something different? The Ags,
Yeah,
the Necro Book maybe?
I would have preferred the Axe, to be honest. Axe is like, gives you HP, gives you the cooldown, which is good against AM. And makes you a lot harder to kill the
Radiant's
Orchid.
bottom tower is
Obviously
under
the Orchid will
attack.
be good against like the Skylark and lock him down in fights and get an easy solo kill, but It's up to personal choice though in this situation. And bottom lane, here we go. Wrap
EG
around.
has smoked. The Firefly of Ohio has worn off, and they're going to try to spread a trap on him. He blinks backwards now. PPD tries to close the gap. Blinking forward is AUI. They do. DDC keeping him out of the fight. Queen of Pain used to try and burst Ohio down. They'll get the kill. In Flame now has the TP. Can they prevent this? No. The Scar's Mage will fall. Two more picks for EG. I feel like they're getting a couple kills too many. EHome are starting to really lose ground here in terms of net worth.
Yeah, once the blinks came online for Doom and Line, it just turned up the heat, and EHome have no defensive capabilities, no useful items with Mushi going for this Sanj, and across the board, it's like Anti-Mage is doing fine, he's doing his job, but this is just not the way to itemize when you're playing with an Anti-Mage.
He's completing the SM. Oh my god.
I just feel like EHome are not on the same page with their game plan.
You just sound so disgusted, Winter.
It's not just Mushi, like ZYF trying to come to fights mid.
Yeah.
Mushi's itemization. There's all these, it doesn't feel like there's one cohesive voice for the strategy of the game. They're kind of at odds with each other.
Here comes the Shadow Blade.
This Shadow Blade pickup has been fantastic for Fear as well this game.
You know, the SMY will only just provide the movement speed, which is like...
You're not running from EG. Like, if you get Shadow Striked, Doom jumps on you, you get Hexer impaled.
He has to have his reasoning though. Like, I mean, I just don't feel it's like the most optimal option, but he already completes the SMY, and looking at the his teammates' items, Anti-Mage, Manta, Battle Fury 2k gold, might want to go for the Blast so that they can go for the Rosh.
Huh. Interestingly enough, Inflame is not going to opt to complete the Midas. He actually goes back for what looks to be an armlet build. Very different. Oh, top lane, we might have an initiation here. Doom blinking forward. But as EYF kind of jukes him into the tree line, can he actually make his way out? Doom is online. He's going to blink to the south. What an escape by ZYF. Thought Universe had him for sure there.
Yeah, I think he even had enough time to Doom and maybe just the cast time so he got the fog off.
Didn't they nerfed the cast point? But
Not
still,
the end of the
even
world.
then, it looked like he might have had it. Could have gotten fogged. It is nighttime currently.
So what is ZYF actually going to go? I guess he's not going to
I
go
don't
for
think he can go for I think he needs to go for like
The rat.
actual late game. Yeah.
Like Butterfly, Abyssal.
Yeah, but Vlad's helps him a lot with speed pushing.
It's not a BKB game.
Radiant's
That is for
bottom
sure.
tower
Butterfly
has
or
fallen.
Basher right now.
I think he's just going to look at this game and be like, I need big items. I can't just be going...
Are they really going to find him? He just managed to escape top lane, but they have the beautiful ward, and ZYF falls, and that is their big late game hope. Mushi, he ain't the big late game hope right now. Batrider, Ohio quickly becoming a support.
It's got Roshan out now too, so Troll can just go in there and take it.
And the Inflame not going for Midas, so he's not really going to be much of a 4-position threat to move into a carry
Dire's
role.
middle tower
Dire
is under
vision of
attack.
this, but I don't think they can do anything about it.
Ohio's going to try and steal or just drag someone on top.
I think Mushi's was what, completely out of mana here? Yeah, he can't even use spells this fight. He's got nothing for this Roshan.
17 ward charges.
They're going to walk into the pit now. EG is very confident about their ability to take this, and whoever gets lassoed, PPD can just throw that shield on them.
Oh, they're cancelling the Bat's Blink with illusions. Really nice play by Sumail.
Even if he goes in here, there's an instant exit of a shield on anyone who gets lassoed.
Yeah.
It's not an easy game, and in fact, they're not even quick to grab the Aegis.
That's how confident they are. Here comes Fear.
Up the high ground, they stun up the start. Mystic Flare to follow. Well, that was a quick Aegis. Fight breaks out. Their mana draining in play. Does he have any sort of mana regen to ensure he gets off his ultimate? He will. It looks like he pops the stick, but not enough, apparently. Ends up going down without getting the ulti, and now Mushi, Sundiash or not, he ain't running. EG starting to just massacre all of EHome one by one. They're getting wrecked. ZYF throwed out the mana void, but got nothing accomplished with it as Universe was BKB'd. That is a train wreck of a team fight.
All of that just for one Aegis, and
EHome looks in disarray. This is not the EHome from the qualifiers. This is not the EHome from D2L. They dealt with EG at D2L, but it's a new and revitalized EG squad, it seems, with a little more time to practice with their new roster.
well, everything will be on ZYF right now. All hope.
Just strategically, you can't fight with the anti-mage in this draft. Maybe they can split push. But even that's tricky. The Blink Doom, the Blink Lion, the Shadow Blade Troll.
It's difficult, but possible.
Well, EHome better not be giving up because they don't have games to lose. They need to be winning out. This is one of those games where they have to fight to the bitter end.
Yeah, it'll probably be down to the anti-mage speed pushing, and he knows the Doom is coming to hunt him, and he's gonna try and trick the Doom with some illusions from Manta, bring forward Doom's the illusion, and comes in and just continues speed pushing. Probably something along the lines that he needs to be doing right now. The head-on fight is just really hard for the AM. He's going for a hard, that helps him with surviving speed pushing, but
it's good until Doom has an Axe. I feel like once Doom has an Axe, this Heart of Trask is just not going to matter too much.
How do you feel? Uh-oh, we might have a fight mid. Let's see. Just gonna shield the creep. What do you think about the armlet pickup on Inflame Winter?
it's not significant. Whatever he gets now, it won't be significant.
You don't think going for a Midas would have made a difference?
Yeah, Midas is the best because no matter what you get right now, it's not gonna help. The only thing that would help is if you have 6 items on a Wraith King.
And even just getting more levels
You
for
know,
like...
probably even Blade Mail would actually be much more helpful.
If he wants to just fight.
Yeah.
I just don't see him auto-attacking is the main issue.
That's the thing, Blade Mail doesn't require you to auto attack.
Right.
Do damage.
Here comes the jump in. They're actually going to go direct to Inflame and doom him, and he has an ulti. That's slightly unusual, but well, nonetheless, the fight continues to break out. ZYF focusing. He is quite tanky right now. The anti-mage in decent position here.
They're gonna win this fight.
They're going to bring down Fear to start. No Aegis. Monovoid secures the kill. And now they're chasing for a bit more. Are they going to get a maim? Where's that value maim proc on PPD? He's going to be finished off. That's a 3-0. I think EG thought they'd get a low-hanging, easy fruit type of pick-off, but now they probably lose tier 2
Radiant's
top
top tower
and
is
mid.
under
There was no way
attack.
they're gonna win the fight after the Doom there, and the Lion got killed immediately after the fight as well.
You really can't be
He
dooming the
couldn't,
Wraith
he
King.
couldn't mana drain. I think they thought it was maybe alone and they could just mana drain him with the Doom to get the kill and back off,
Radiant
but
yeah.
structures
EHome
are
would just
They
fortified.
did not
there with-
expect 5 heroes
Yeah.
to be there.
yeah, EHome just had the heroes in the right
Radiant's
place at the
top
right
tower
time.
is under attack.
A huge shot in the arm for EHome. They take the tier 2
Radiant's
top.
top tower has
That
fallen.
after that, I feel like this game is suddenly kind of
It's
well,
right back
to
in
even.
Yeah, I think even is the right word. The anti-mage is strong, but if he gets doomed, if he gets focused, they have solutions for him.
He just needs to wrap though, like, even with the height that you mentioned, X Factor coming up on Universe, like, just 700 away. He needs to make sure he doesn't get doomed and just continue speed pushing. Usually you just follow up with a Butterfly or Abyssal at this point.
Do you even consider a Lincoln Sphere, do you think, or no?
No. Your teammates should get the Lincolns for you, not you.
I think hard plus Lincolns is too defensive, or like
And it
usually no
doesn't
damage.
it doesn't help you push quickly. Like Butterfly
Yeah.
gives you attack speed, Abyssal gives you a lot of damage as well. All these items help you push, and when you're pushing, the momentum of the game is going to be like anti-mage is pushing a lane, forcing EG to come back. EG sends a hero back, and he has Abyssal. Whoever comes back, and he just checks the map, checking where is the position of the Doom. If he feels safe, he can actually go and kill with the Abyssal. So Butterfly plus Abyssal would be, I guess, the best next 2 items for the AM.
Yeah, well, if that's the plan, some good aggressive wards would really help. They have one great one near the Radiant Tier 2. This will allow them to see potentially the Doom's movements. In fact, they might even see a smoke brewing for EG, currently off in their woods. More mobility for AUI, gets the 4 staff. They are starting to get the lanes pushed out though. A little more map control now for EHome than once they had before.
Yeah, what is Mushi actually saving for again? He has 4k gold. Needs something Manta? I don't know. I'm actually not very sure.
Like a Scotty maybe?
It wouldn't even matter anything he gets, so it's just gonna be how the anti-mage plays the game.
I feel like he just wants to tank up at this point, like a Scotty, a Manta style. He maybe even he goes for the Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, you get like a, I don't know, even if you get a Butterfly, there's still the Lion Hex. I feel like something that gives them a lot of HP is probably the choice.
He's gonna be the bait, basically.
Yeah, it's not a good BKB game as we mentioned either. Manton wouldn't be bad. Maybe they can bait out the Doom with that.
DYF still continuing his farm. Speed pushing duties. Yeah, after that last fight, EG feels like they got a lot of their momentum was already lost. Now the X Scepter is completed by Universe. Maybe time for them to smoke or at least get a gem to control the map for for themselves. This ward here is just being so passive, giving so much info to EHome. The AM, after seeing the movements of the team, would proceed to push bottom fairly soon. He knows he's safe here. Bat Rider has a gem right now. Fear completes the BKB.
EG have definitely just slowing down in general. They don't look as confident moving out on the map there. Not really even addressing the anti-mage who's continuing to outfarm them,
And the Bat Rider gem is really big, it seems. With EG on the back foot, now EHome can take over the map.
yeah. I mean, late game I feel like
Radiant's
EG do
bottom
well
tower
just
is
because of the
under
nature of
attack.
having a Doom in the in an ultra late game thing. And EHome, I mean, Mushi's throwing away 4k gold with Sanjin Yasha. It's just the anti-mage. Bat Rider's good in the late game scenario, but is going to be very underfarmed.
Speaking of Mushi, he's getting real scared and
Mushi's thought something.
SMY's
Radiant's bottom tower
okay.
is under attack.
A lot of slow, I guess.
the nice thing with the Scotty, it's not like a butterfly where you lose your defensive capability if you get hexed. It still gives you a little ability to kite the troll, who will need to be running at you in melee form, and it's a tanky item, and that seems to be the big thing. Heart's maybe a bit too defensive. And Satanic, he doesn't have that much damage.
Yep, TYF is actually going to go for that Butterfly now. So Butterfly plus Abyssal should be his finishing items in the last two slots. That will give them the most damage to actually speed push on being able to solo kill.
They do get the Wraith King Blink here. That plus the lasso
Radiant's bottom
could be
tower
game changing.
is
And
under
as
attack.
EG try to take over the Dire Jungle, they're going to be forced back by this anti-mage.
Radiant's bottom tower has
He
fallen.
can really push the pace here and prevent EG from making any offensive moves.
Yeah, Bat Rider's going to get ready to cancel some TP.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're been on the high ground. TP's going to stop now. Doesn't look like EHome really in position to cancel these.
They do have the Blink on Inflame, pushing forward for PPD. He's scattering, but they would be able to rejoin him, so they will end up backing off.
Roshan is already up.
Yeah.
Still, that's just creep equilibrium favoring EHome. Their movements have been very deliberate.
A very fast Roshan respawn, and EHome could look... I feel the main problem for EHome is they want to try and take Roshan, it means they're not pressuring the lane. SF can't bring down Roshan by himself. Similarly, I feel like they need to bring SF and Antimage if they want to go Roshan. At that point, it's very obvious to EG, and they can easily kind of try and contest it.
Yeah, maybe you just look for a pick first with the Bat Rider, Wraith King Blinks.
Problem is for EG, like they can just have Troll solo it.
I think the best way to do it is just get the anti-mage to push top or bottom and force someone to TP back to defend and then go for Roshan after that. That would be the safest option for them.
And EG will be the ones who smoke. They're going to walk into the pit. I believe they already scouted this with a troll creep that he dominated.
They're going to do this in 10 seconds also.
It's such a fast Roshan. This is actually, if EHome give it up, they are moving towards the pit. They TP in the bat. It's going to be too late. Maybe they can catch EG with their pants down in the pit, but the Rosh will fall before they even get there. It's dropping very low, unless there's some amazing bachelor coming out. Maybe it comes in, he blinks in, he almost snatches the Aegis, he will lasso Fear, up onto the high ground, into the Ancients as the anti-mage blinks forward. They're going to try to clean up the back row, but they got the Doom on ZYF, and then he's fingered as well. Fear tanking a Mystic Flare, will be brought down once, the Aegis now popped. ZYF holding on, despite this Doom, he's looking for a while, the Universe stands strong, and it is that negative Doom, so he keeps on getting worked down. Finally he falls, Universe now completely healthy, dropping the level back as the chase goes on to Mushi. They'll lose the Wraith King too. If they were just 1 or 2 seconds sooner, it could have been so different for EHome.
Could have been amazing if they got the Aegis, but... well, they had the right idea. They knew EG was going into the pit, but it was just like a bit too slow from the back. Either he was coming from the base and teleported out, so that was the fastest he could get there.
It looked like it could have been a good way to start the fight. They get the lasso. I think the main issue, anti-mage just blinks directly onto the Doom and instantly gets doomed. Kind of revealed himself as an easy target.
Well, suddenly EHome are on the back foot after controlling the map for some time. The Sentry is going to go down here.
And they still have agents too on the Radiant side.
Oh no, it got popped.
Oh no, they got popped.
Go use the Aegis. Okay.
That is going to make EG a little more nervous. Oh, he wanted that lasso. They blink in with the Wraith King. A long-range lob on a PPD, but Force Staff's going to keep him safe. And we do see how quickly EG push. Not only did they take Roshan fast, but if you screw up, if you slip up, that once more in your EHome, you're losing at least one lane of racks, and they have no tier 2s. It could be 2 or 3.
It's just so scary because one Doom on the anti-mage and he's effectively taken out of the fight. So unless EG really overcommit to that winning, I don't see EHome.
You know that fight?
This is real.
That fight, the AM could have probably damaged the structures, you know, instead of actually coming to contest the Rosh though. They could have actually done it that way. But
I think they could, if they steal the Aegis there though, they take that fight for sure.
yeah, it's a very hard call. That's why sometimes speed pushing has lower risk.
That's true. And it seems like that's been the struggle for EHome. They're torn between wanting to fight and wanting to split push. They just weren't able to commit to one style very clearly. Like, you compare it to...
They wanted the best of both worlds, speed push and try to fight as well.
I mean, you compare it to, like, the way Secret's been playing, where if they want to split push, they split push. There's no, maybe we'll fight a little bit, maybe we'll split push. Every movement comes with one plan. Same for Xiao 8's teams historically. You look at the old LGD, back when they'd pick Magnus and lose all their lanes. The entire game plan was we take Roshan, we win one big fight with RP, and then we just win the game. EHome feel like they have a bunch of different ideas in the same game. And I mean, they've been switching drafters every game, so that's certainly got to be a part of it.
Yep, Butterfly competed on AM right now, so I hope he uses this to speed push well. Like, he's gonna be able to take down towers very quick if he actually chooses not to come to fights.
The one thing that is kind of nice, which we saw a bit of last fight, even when Anti-Mage was doomed up, he could still actually fight and sustain himself a bit in the fight because of the Wraith King lifesteal. He was actually gaining HP for a little bit while doomed, and I was actually surprised by how effectively he could fight.
On top, EG are going to look to go on him perhaps, but he's got some backup. This doesn't look like he can blast it right off the back. The Lion gets disintegrated. Mushi tanking Fear, now gets the bash, but they do the anti-mage. He's taken out of the fight. Inflame slated to fall. His ultimate will be popped. The anti-mage has to wait out this Doom. It's going to take a while, by which time Inflame will be dead, and EHome are forced to run. It's a clean 2-hero takedown, plus the Wraith King ultimate. Yeah. If Anti-Mage gets doomed, it seems EHome just are incapable of fighting.
They don't have any...
They got the Lion right away, too.
Yeah.
The key lockdown hero, really, for EG outside of the Doom. But
it feels like they almost need to be jumping the Doom as well.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
The Skywrath, you can't use him because the Doom is a BKB, so it has to be the massive.
It's very hard to jump the Doom because Abaddon is there.
Yeah.
It's very hard to play against Abaddon as a Bat Rider.
That's where the Skywrath can't really silence with the Abaddon, but in general, like, that's just... everything has to line up perfectly for that.
It's a tall order, basically. Yeah. Very hard to achieve.
There's split push from this anti-mage. EG need to back, and they don't want to get their TPs cancelled. So they will successfully retreat, but he's unable to fully take racks. Oh, not even finishing off the tier 3.
The tower took 1000 damage just because anti-mage did that.
But they took similar damage up top, as their tier 3 was also good.
Man, it was like a few heroes defending, so it was a really good trade actually for EHome. So they just need to do this a couple of more times, get some even trades on the racks, and you have Anti-Mage and Shadowfiend late game pushing waves out very fast. I mean, it's gonna be a favorable situation for you to be as the side with the Anti-Mage.
It's better than fighting, and they can't fight.
Doom is gonna have to pressure right now. That is gonna end any hope of them winning fight.
If it does come to a base race though, do they actually win that? They're up against Troll, Alpha Wafara. Not so sure.
Hope for the best when you can't take a fight.
Yeah, and they're at a structural disadvantage. They don't have their tier 3s top or mid.
I feel like because of the advantageous position EG is in, they're only going to base trade if they're either raxing faster or going to get... They're going to only go for that kind of move if they're getting more out of it.
Right, otherwise they just TP out and maybe your bat can cancel a TP.
Yeah, and at best he maybe gets one of them, but I feel like it'd be a big misplay for EG to end up like trading racks or finding themselves in base raid that's not favorable.
Agreed. The lanes are pushed in reasonably well.
It's gonna be all on this anti-mage, how he decides when and where to come to the fights. He has very heavy weight on his shoulder.
BKB used. And by the back rider, they keep the jump up the air. He manages to pop his BKB as the Aphotic Shield comes out. Now the Queen of Panel even focusing on Inflame, who doesn't have his ulti. Oh, it just cooled down, but it's too late. He's already dead. No Wraith King for a minute, no buyback either, no anti-mage split push. They're going to have to defend in the base, and they still have, I believe, 2 Dooms online for Universe. Although the refresher not yet quite delivered. He's got the gold for it, but does he even need it?
Top barracks are
Courier
under
chilling,
attack.
he's got the money for the recipe, but or for the perseverance, but they're going to take a lane of Rax. He's already heading out bottom the anti-mage to split push, but he is way too slow to get here. 1 lane of Rax. This should be 2 if they want to go.
That's really worrisome. They can get 2 lanes and still TP back and defend the anti-mage split push.
They might even get megas before he gets there. Yeah, he knows he needs to go back, but can they take the fight? EHome kind of have to force it, it seems, but they really can't.
No lasso. 15 seconds.
Yeah. And the Doom's still up, so anti-mage can't go blinking into that Doom.
Regeneration.
EG just making the right moves here in the mid to late game.
Or less so.
But there's always that bat behind them, and we saw last fight that totally interrupts the initiation. Here gets lassoed again. This time the Doom blinking forward. There's that first Doom. He finds Z-Way up the bat. Anti-mage deleted from the fight in flame. Effectively gone. He will respawn, but isn't going to be able to do much. DDC now on the run, will be pursued and finished off, and at the same time the cat forced to retreat out. The Shadow Fiend now flying in flame him a second time. It just seems EG have too much firepower. Anti-mage maybe tries to go bottom here, but I don't know if he can, guys.
Yeah,
it's pretty much over, it seems.
He's not winning a base race. He can pick up boots of travel and try and go to that radiant base. Maybe take 1 lane, but he's either going to get thrown or he's going to get
Big Bottom Boy comes out and will bring down 1, maybe PPD falls here as well. They do get the 2 kills, but Fierce Death Strong, he wants objectives. He's working on the melee racks. He'll get it as well. Now onto the range. Lushi, Requiem, gonna end him. But is that good enough? They pop back on their teammates. They need to take some objectives.
Mushi bought out as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's a hold, but it just doesn't feel like a hold that's... It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing that's going to get him back into this game.
At what cost?
Well, at the cost of 2 buybacks and many heroes' lives, not to mention the melee mid-racks.
That was without the double Doom, which is now online. It just takes 1 fight for EG. 1 good fight, you kill the AM, and that's going to be checkmate. EHome are just hanging on, fighting for their tournament lives. They will bring their anti-mage down mid, hoping to force out a buyback or 2, but he's got to be careful. He walks back 1, trying to maybe confuse EG. He's worried about the potential for a Doom. And then he blinks out with the real hero. We just haven't seen those illusion mind games, though, able to confuse Universe. Every fight, he's fighting the real anti-mage. Continuing the siege. They get the lasso. This time they go for PPD. Well, there's no shield, but he's got borrowed time. It's not an option that they can really use to their benefit.
What is the plan? What was the plan?
I don't feel like trading a lasso for a borrowed time is going to do much.
It's a non-trade.
That's why.
But it's like if you don't go for him, then he gets off that shield.
Yeah, that's why I felt what I talked about before. You need to get a use on someone, preferably the Batrider himself. So you blink, you lasso someone, you see the Abaddon coming in, you use him, then you force off the guy out. I mean, at least there would be some form of initiation instead of no initiation at all. Here comes the final push, I guess, from EG.
Roshan about to respawn, and that's going to... I think EHome just have to almost go and try and contest it at this point. It's a tall order.
Either that or take Rex off of this. As in Flame's going to play Whack-A-Mole. He blinks out to the north, but they're there to slow him down. Sumail on the chase in Flame. He has the ultimate. He's coming back. It looks like this is their time to take a fight. They know if they don't get something done with the Wraith King ult, that they're going to have a very tough time contesting further. ZYF poised to blink in. The Queen of Pain ult hits 2. Sumail's about to get a double for free as he pursues out that Terra's mage. Requiem by Wushi being channeled, and then he gets it off, but in the end, doesn't really matter. They double doomed the core. ZYF getting wrecked, Wushi getting wrecked. This is the end for EHome. The boys in blue make it look easy. Sumail cleaning up, collecting an ultra kill. This was just better team decision making by EG in the crucial moments.
Yeah, they weren't perfect this game. There were 1 or 2 moments where it felt like EG gave EHome a little more than they needed to, but it's the last game of the day. They've been playing for a long time. I don't think EG is showing and looking like the better team in general.
That's why you don't take a good off fight with a Doom Ranger.
You see the importance of having a clear leader. EG were one. They had one voice. They were all work as a unit. EHome were not.